Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present about development of anti-COVID-19 drugs. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. There was reported a cluster of pneumonia with unknown causes in Wuhan at the end of 2019. All the patients were having fever, dry cough, fatigue, and gastrointestinal symptoms. This disease was caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. The new coronavirus was discovered and named as 2019 coronavirus disease. In the year 2020, WHO had announced it as a global pandemic. This case study will discuss about the mechanism and development of anti-COVID-19 drugs. These are the mechanism of anti-COVID-19 drugs. SARS-CoV-2 attached to the ACE2 receptor on the cell membrane allow it to enter the host cell via endocytosis. Following the membrane fusion process, the SARS-CoV-2 genome will be released. Positive sense genomic RNA will lead to the synthesis of negative sense RNA, which can be used as a template to build the progeny virus RNA chain. Then, using the negative sense RNA as a template, mRNAs are transcribed to control SARS-CoV-2 protein production via the cytoplasmic translation process. To produce a matched variant, the genomic RNA and variant protein are reassembled. Exocytosis is used to release the progeny virus particle. Remdesivir can stop the SARS-CoV-2 genome from replicating. The combination of lopinavir and ritonavir can prevent protein maturation. Chloroquine effectively stops SARS-CoV-2 from completing its life cycles. SARS-CoV-2 can be neutralized immediately by the antibody found in plasma.
The treatment strategies for COVID-19 drug targets. The drug targets is such as specific proteins and nucleic acid that are biological macromolecules in the body that have a pharmacodynamic function through interacting with medication. Drugs treat disease by attaching to specific targets and altering the function of their target genes. The second one is antiviral drug. Antiviral is an agent that kills or reduces the ability of a virus to multiply and reproduce by suppressing its ability to replicate. There are three types of antiviral drug. The first one is remdesivir. Remdesivir is an antiviral drug that works against a variety of viruses. The second one is ivermectin. Ivermectin is an FDA-approved medicine for treating parasitic illnesses in humans such as parasitic worms, hookworm, and wheatworm. Nitazosanide. Nitazosanide is an antiprotozoal medication used to treat protozoal infection that live in moist places such as lakes, streams, and salt. The last one is therapeutic. Therapeutic is relating to the use of restorative medicine or methods to treat sickness or diseases. The recovery study shows that treating patients with COVID-19 who are on respiratory support with dexamethasone at a dose of 6 mg once daily for up to 10 days lower 28-day mortality. There are two types of drug. The first one is repurposed drug. It's the process of identifying new therapeutic uses for all existing and available medication is known as drug repurposing. Drug repurposing has the potential to speed up the traditional drug development process by identifying a new clinical use for medication that have previously been demonstrated safe and effective in humans and are approved for other indications. The goal of medication reprofiling, also known as repurposing. The second one is the investigational drug. It's a drug that has undergone laboratory testing and has been cleared or we call as FDA. And remdesivir is an antiviral medication that can stop SARS coronavirus from replicating. Early study finding drew public attention, leading to the emergency use authorization of remdesivir in COVID-19. The flowchart shown is the mechanism of the traditional drug discovery and the drug repurposing. The current potential drug treatment for COVID-19. There are two current potential drug treatments for COVID-19. The first one is the natural product. The natural product compounds originating from plants, fungi, and marine organisms that have been a significant source of drugs or nutrient discovery for virus diseases prevention. The native a 121 amino acid lectin derived from the Gracia genus, or we call as red marine algae, is a promising anti-coronavirus candidate because it interacts with coronavirus S protein, which are heavily glycosylated and represses coronavirus S protein activities. The second one is pharmacotropy. Pharmacotropy, or we call as pharmacology, is the use of medication to treat a problem or disease. Tenofovir has been recommended as a viable therapeutic candidate for SARS coronavirus pulmonary illness, albeit its clinical usefulness for SARS coronavirus has yet to be established. Only 48 hours later, lopinavir and ribavirin showed in vitro antiviral efficacy against SARS-associated coronavirus.
In conclusion, the outbreak disease of COVID-19 around the world has caused urgency in development of anti-COVID-19 drugs. Even though there is no specific treatment for COVID-19 now, but at least we can treat the clinical symptom. The case study objective was achieved.